Hello viewers, welcome to Hila-P TV. We are back again and this is the weekend preview, and we'll be discussing Manchester United. They will be hosting Nottingham Forest CBN on Sunday, early kickoff. How are you seeing this game, CBN? Because United, they have been informed, despite their last game, I think they draw the match away.
Yes.
You know, so now they will be hosting Nottingham Forest, who are struggling for survival.
To survive.
So how are you seeing this game? Are you seeing, because if Nottingham Forest loses this game, and those who do have the last of Tottenham and the West Ham goes on to win their game this weekend, it's going to be a big issue for Nottingham Forest. So how are you seeing this? Or okay, what is your take? Let me just hear you.
I think it's a very tough fixture for Nottingham Forest because they are facing a Manchester United side who has improved massively recently since Carrick came in.
Yeah,
and Nottingham Forest again would want to continue their quest for survival, because I think they've really performed well in recent times in Premier League, because they are already out of the relegation zone.
Yeah,
although they are not yet safe.
Yeah,
but I'm very sure they will be hoping to at least get a draw against Manchester United.
Okay.
But it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. Even though I think the motivation lies with Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Manchester United, on the other hand, they are not really fighting for anything. They already qualified for Champions League football next season.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about. I mean, I think probably Michael Carrick might want to field some reserve players in this game, give them playing time, at least to make them feel that sense of belonging,
like the likes of Mason Mount.
Mason Mount, and all there are so many of them who always come from the bench, and then there are some youth players from the youth team whom you might want to give some playing time to have that experience with the senior team, so that maybe by next season they might be able to maybe make use of the experience and then play feature often in the first team.
Okay, now what's your prediction then in this game?
I think I'll still give it to Manchester United regardless. I will say Manchester United 2-0.
Okay, let's just say another quick one. Brentford will be hosting Crystal Palace. Another London derby. How are you seeing this game? Because Brentford on their own, their last game was against I think Manchester City, and they lost that.
They lost 3-0. Yeah.
Now they'll be hosting Palace, who also lost to City, in sequence. So how are you seeing this one? And what's your prediction?
I'll give it to Brentford.
Okay.
Let's say 2-1 first of all, because Crystal Palace, they have an eye in the Conference League finals. They'll definitely have their interest line with that particular match.
Okay.
Other than this, because they are not fighting for relegation. They're not fighting for survival. Rather, they are not. They don't have really any much hope for European qualification.
Yeah.
I think the only chance they have now is to win that Conference League finals.
Qualify for Europa.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So they'll definitely not give much attention to this game. They'll try to not to lose, but I think at the end of the day
as well too.
Yeah, I think at the end of the year they'll prioritize playing safe, not to get injured or whatsoever, so that they'll have all the full squad they need for the finals.
Okay, now this United will be hosting Brighton. It's another tough one, because at least on their own they are a bit safe, because at the moment I think they are better safe, but they will be hosting Brighton, and they on their own I think this will like to grab it, at least even it's a draw.
Yeah, unlike Crystal Palace, Leeds United, they don't have any other competition they are participating in right now. So it's the end of the season, and towards the end of the season, a lot of teams might decide to, just like I said earlier, include some reserve players or some players from the youth team under 21 or whatsoever, for them to at least get that feeling of being in the first squad.
Yeah. So how are you seeing Brighton? Are they going to feel that this is their top?
No, of course I think
because they're fighting for Europe.
Yeah, I think they are going to. If anyone is going to feel their first, the strongest team is Brighton, because they still have a hope of qualifying for Europe. So I think I'll give it to Brighton 2-1.
2-1.
Fulham, Wolves already relegated, and then Fulham, they are them again. They are not really fighting for anything much right now. They are just going to play for the pride. I think I'll give it to Fulham, because I think Wolves have lost all their whatever interest they have in winning games these days. They have lost it because there's no need. There's no need. I think if they're anything, if they're going to bank on anything, is the pride. Playing for the pride. But
all they emphasize now is to prepare for the championship.
Exactly.
How to conquer and come back next season.
Okay. That's if it is going to work, because it doesn't really work that way.
It's not easy. Going down and coming up.
It's not easy. But then I'll give it to Fulham. 2-1 Fulham.
2-1. Everton will be hosting Sunderland. How are you seeing this? Because it's going to be another tough game.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough game because these two teams are very, very strong teams.
Yeah.
And when you talk about
and
teams in the mid-table, they are very strong team. And the Fiscals, they're very. They've actually performed very well. I think especially for Everton, the latter part of the season, they've done so much. And then against Sunderland, it's not going to be. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think Everton will have the upper hand. So I'll give it to Everton 2-1 Everton.
Everton 2-1. Then finally, Newcastle United will be hosting West Ham. West Ham are pushing for survival, CBN, and they're going to
Newcastle to St. James Park. It's always very difficult to beat Newcastle in St. James Park.
I'm just sorry. It's a big story for West Ham, but anything can happen.
Anything, of course, anything can happen because. On the other hand, Newcastle United, they've not really been okay. They've not really been doing well.
Yes.
I think the recent rumors going around that Eddie Howe could be sacked will confirm to you that Newcastle have not really performed the way the management and the fans would have expected them to perform. But then West Ham going there is a very tough one. I think the 1-0 West Ham loss against Arsenal last weekend, I think it was the closest they could get to in getting point in survival. But against Newcastle United, it's another opportunity for them, although it's not going to be easy. But then it depends on the approach that Newcastle United are going to bring into that particular game. If they come up in that game with a mindset that, okay, since we are safe, we're not fighting for relegation, for relegation survival, there's no need to stress ourselves and all that, then it will give West Ham United the edge, and then they might take the game.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
I'll still give it to West Ham United 2-1. West Ham United 2-1.
Okay, and let's see how it goes. CBN. We have rolled out or what to expect as far as this year weekend Premier League is concerned. The fixtures. Please, you can be able to drop on the comment section what to expect in this particular games, all these games, and we'll be back to discuss it more really played out next week. Thank you for being with us.